Might have been one of the craziest dreams yet. Of staying up all night or waking up all throughout the day and or the morning, and then the sun rose and it was super pink out in the window. And then I finally fell back asleep, and all of a sudden I'm with all these people in this weird college town, and it's like raining, and we're at this house, and then all of a sudden I'm like sneaking off away and going through this labyrinth of staircases and doors and rooms, and ending up like all of a sudden I'm fucked up, and I'm encountering all these people and like interacting with them in this weird way. There were like these two sort of thugs like in this basement, and I'm like, whoa. And then end up like following them a bit, and they like lead me, and after going through all of these mazes underground, like crazy maze and tunnels, I end up in this other house where there are a bunch of like friends and stuff, and we can see the place where I just was, and it's like this castle off in the distance almost, and like how the fuck did I go from underground like 10 miles to here? And I'm in this house, and I'm like noticing that I like made all this art, and random people documented it throughout my like time of tripping, and I'm wearing a wig and no clothes, just my white wig, and then sometimes I'm wearing underwear, and I'm just like free and open, and everything is just really bizarre. And I'm trying to piece it all back together, and I'm trying to get back, but I just keep finding more and more. Like I keep seeing more and more of my art, like up in this one dude's room, and I made this like body climbing out of a penis, but then like a dagger was coming down the body. There were all these other crazy things. It was really hard to remember exactly. I sort of started trying to retrace my steps while I was still dreaming, so it wasn't really lucid dreaming at this point, but I was aware I was dreaming, and I was trying to remember back everything before I got up. And then I continued dreaming while I was trying to do that, and kind of like grasped it a little bit more, but it was super, it was crazy. Yeah, like I was just tripping really hard, and then I'm in this house, and I'm like texting. I sent like a message somehow. I didn't have a phone. Sent a message to Chris, and he was like, "Oh, I'm just doing me." And then he walked past me into this room and shut the door, and I was like, "Hey, Chris." And he looked at me, but I thought maybe he didn't recognize me because I was wearing a wig and like no clothes. But he should have recognized me. And then Libby was there, and she's like, "Oh, I need to get all my stuff and get ready." And somehow I had a car, and I was gonna drive her around and do all this stuff. And I was like, wait, Chris is just doing his own thing, and he's ignoring me. And I'm actually just doing my thing too. And I'm trying to be like open and there for people. But Libby is just trying to like use me so she can get everywhere and do all these things. And I was like, wait, no, I'm just gonna do me. I'm gonna head back alone. And so then I started to like make my way back out of this house that I was in. But then I just kept noticing my art, and kept like feeling like people were, I was like, oh, okay, I can leave all of this, like people will document it. It's like, I mean, it was all over this dude's wall and all this crazy stuff. Uh, and so then I was like, alright, I'm out of here, I'm leaving. Libby was like taking forever in a bathroom or something, and I was like, yeah, she's just making me wait for her. I'm out of here. And then I left, and then I woke up, and now here I am. And it is, the sun is no longer pink in the horizon. Now it's like the white light. Mm. Very bizarre dream. baseball and like a bunch of other gay guys that I was with, and we were like at one point we were underground, we were on this field, and like these people saw us and we kept going and then never found us. It was very very wild.